Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast, and we're gonna get right into it, man. I just finished watching the Terence Crawford Errol Spence fight, and I mean, the fight was one-sided, but look, I was thoroughly entertained. Showtime put on a great fight. I mean, look, Showtime is killing it. They're getting the big fights. This is how it's done. And history was made tonight, and what better platform than Showtime to do it and do it big in Las Vegas. And look, the betting public had Terence Crawford winning. Vegas had him as a minus 150, but not in this fashion. I was not expecting a knockout, considering that Errol Spence hasn't fought in over a year. I was like, look, he's undefeated. He's a skilled fighter. He'll know what to do. I mean, we've seen fight, like Floyd Mayweather. He's been undefeated, and you know what? He gets called to task to fight. He hasn't fought in over a year. Who'll do the fight? Who'll do the dance? I'm not trying to say Errol Spence is Floyd Mayweather, but you would think that it wasn't going to be such a lopsided fight. I mean, look, that flash knockdown in the second round caught me off guard. Like, I gave the first round to Spence, but it looked like to me in the beginning of that first round, Terence Crawford was clearly on the defense and just looking for his openings for later on. You know what I'm saying? Looking to hunt. He was going to be hunting. He was hunting for something. You know what I'm saying? He gave that first round up pretty easily to Errol Spence. Errol Spence came out aggressive. Second round came, that flash knockdown. And then after that, Errol Spence was on the ropes. His face was already battered. It was done. It looked like a clear mismatch, and totaling 3 knockdowns. I think it was like 2 knockdowns in the 7th. Look, the ref came in at the right time to call the fight. I wouldn't have been upset if he had called the fight a little bit earlier, but to Spence's credit, a lot of heart, a lot of toughness. I mean, he is a champion. He was undefeated. He's gonna stick around and battle it out, which he tried to do. But Terence Crawford, his counters was just devastating. I mean, everything that Errol Spence tried to do, he would counter it, and he would counter it hard. And I think that's a lot of the hits that Spence took was on those counters. I mean, at one point in the fight, I don't know what the current percentage is now at the end of the fight, but I mean, the announcers and they'll put up the stats. He was landing 58%. Crawford was landing 58% of his shots or power punches. I mean, just a devastating beatdown of Errol Spence. Crawford, legendary fighter. I mean, to win this belt in multiple weight classes, whatever it was. I'm not a boxing expert. This is just from just a novice perspective of what I've seen. I mean, incredible performance. Where does this put, Terence Crawford in the greats? You know what I'm saying? I mean, just an incredible fighter. This is the first pay-per-view fight that I bought for a Terence Crawford fight. You see highlights here and there, but to see him from beginning to end was absolutely remarkable, incredible. You know what I'm saying? It was going back and forth with my boy Embry at Board Boxing. I'll plug his channel. We were texting throughout the whole time, man, and he knows more about boxing than me, and he was just absolutely floored at just the poise. Terence Crawford's counter, footwork, the discipline. I mean, just those counters were devastating. Those power punches were devastating. And look, man, Errol, look, I know at the end of the post fight interview in the ring, they asked Errol Spence, hey, do you want to do a rematch? He can do it because he lost. He can trigger it, but listen, man, I don't think Errol Spence want to see those hands, man. I'm not interested in the rematch. Errol Spence said, he can get better. This wasn't his best night. Listen, man, honestly, I'm of the mindset your best night wouldn't have been good enough, period. You know what I'm saying? This is clearly, Terence Crawford is clearly in a different class, a different league of fighters. And he is still coming for blood. Like, if you are going to beat Terence Crawford, you need to be preparing a year in advance. You know what I'm saying? Years in advance. I don't know. To me, from what I saw, he looked like he was unbeatable throughout this entire fight. Like, Errol Spence tried to throw everything in the kitchen sink. Wasn't working. Nothing. I mean, there was no point in the fight that Terence Crawford got hurt at all. You know what I'm saying? Leaves this fight clean. Errol Spence, not so much. I mean, just look at his face. I mean, just devastating damage that he took. But good fight, even though it was one-sided, thoroughly entertained. We got plenty of rounds. They didn't end early. We got, what, 9-10 rounds? So it was good. So I'm grateful for that. Anyways, let me know what y'all thought about the fight. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching this vid. I'm out.